Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. Now, today I'm going to be doing another staking coins update video. This is for week 4. Now, I normally do these on a Monday morning, but I've been away for a few days. I've been up in northern Sweden at the Ice Hotel, just got back this evening. So apologies for the delay, but this is for the same period as it would have been. It's just been a little bit of a delay in the video. Anyway, before we jump into the results for the last week, just a couple of small bits of sort of housekeeping really to make you aware of. Firstly, I've got a few more Navcoin, a few more Neutron, and also a few more PIVX. Done a little bit of trading with those. There's been some quite wild swings in prices over the kind of last week, so I've just taken advantage of those to stock up on a few more coins. So a few more Nav, a few more PIVX, and a few more Neutron than last week. Everything else pretty much the same. We've had a pretty good week of staking. Something to make you aware of is SmartCash. Now, the 4 weekly smart rewards actually fell into last week. I think they came out on the 24th, so we have our stakes here, and then we won't get any more stakes for another 4 weeks. So it's a sort of 4-week cycle on SmartCash, or a monthly cycle on SmartCash. Anyway, let's have a look at the figures for the previous week. So Navcoin up at the top, doing pretty well. So on its fixed staking rewards now, 2 for each stake, and got 4 different stakes this week. So 8 coins in total worth $1.33. Syndicate, a little bit of a bad week staking. I suddenly realized that my staking wallet was not unlocked for staking, so a bit of a beginner's error there. I'd been trading a few Syndicate, and then I'd send some coins out, lock the wallet, and I'd forgotten to unlock it again for staking. So a bit of a schoolboy error, but lost probably 2 or 3 days of staking. But 12.3 Syndicate worth 33 cents. Neutron, quite a good week, 58.92 worth 50 cents. Exactly half a Neo Gas, so exactly half a gas worth $1.04. 3,000 Beancash. So after many weeks of no stakes for Beancash, been a really good week. This week we received 3 different stakes for Beancash. We should be receiving one on average every week, sort of 7 to 8 days, something like that. So to receive 3 in a week is quite unusual. But 3 stakes, 3,000 Beancash worth $2.91. And as I mentioned before, SmartCash, the smart rewards came in for a total of 195.24 coins worth $2.07. Now, we still haven't received any Linda stakes so far. We've now got 70,400 Linda. This is all masternode rewards for the masternode that's been running since the beginning of January. So I think we're sort of entering the sort of realm of being able to receive the occasional kind of stake now. This will continue to get bigger unless I choose to sell my masternode rewards. So we should start hopefully seeing some Linda stakes maybe in February. We shall see. PIVX, again, don't have many PIVX coins. I did a little bit of trading, so I've got 311 PIVX, up from about, I think it was 280 last week. But we received our first stake, so that seems to be a fixed stake as well of 2 PIVX worth $1.55. So these will be very sporadic, but nice to see that first stake come in for PIVX back on the local wallet after doing some pool staking for a few months, so that was nice to see. Shard, 3.78 Shard worth 9 cents. 96 Helix, down a little bit on last week. We seem to have a particularly good staking week last week with Helix. Seems to be back down to sort of more what I would expect at the moment, and that's 96 Helix worth 28 cents. And finally, Vulcano. No Vulcano stakes this week. We received one a couple of weeks ago. Again, very much like Linda, these are purely the masternode rewards that are accumulating into our staking wallet. So that was a grand total last week of $10.10, and that's been by far the best week of the 4. As you can see below, we were somewhere between sort of $2.50 and $5 previous to this, so really nice to see a good week. Now, I don't anticipate the staking rewards to be worth quite as much next week. Just after I took these prices, so these prices were taken at midnight on Sunday, and then obviously we had that big pullback on Monday, which was kind of yesterday. So the prices are all down a little bit on these values. So I don't expect the stakes for next week to be quite as large as this week's. The other thing is, obviously, SmartCash, this is a 4 weekly kind of rollover, and Beancash in particular, we received 3 stakes rather than, you know, maybe 1 every week or 2 weeks. So this week, particularly good week. It's nice to see, and it's nice to have one of these weeks, but I'm not anticipating us to be over the $10 mark next week. So in total, it's been a reasonable start to the kind of year. Obviously, my plan was to get to, or my plan still is to get to $100 a week of staking revenue, so we're a long way off of that. Now that will require not only kind of more staking coins and greater numbers of the coins I've already got, but also an increase in prices as well. So, you know, I can't fool myself that, you know, I can do this purely with kind of like increased numbers of coins. I am reliant on the markets at some point turning around a little bit as well. But anyway, this last week, quite nice, $10. So we're, you know, a tenth of where we would be potentially with this last week's staking. You know, a long way behind with the previous few weeks. But anyway, that's it for this week's update. I'll be back tomorrow morning with the Masternodes update, which should have been this morning, but will be tomorrow. And then later in the week, since we've hit the week 4 mark, I'm going to be going over all the revenue streams. I'll do that on a 4-weekly kind of basis, just telling you any changes that I've kind of made, what I've been up to, etc, etc. Anyway, total for 2019 so far, $21.83 in staking rewards. So a slow, steady start, but always nice to see a positive week, and this week certainly has been a positive week for staking. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. If you like staking coins and Masternode coins in particular, consider subscribing to the channel. If you have subscribed, if you hit the little bell notification icon, it will make sure that you are notified of future videos. I know a few people who have basically kind of messaged me and said, oh, I didn't know that you were still doing kind of videos because they hadn't been notified. So I'm not sure quite what's happening with YouTube, but it does seem to be a bit sporadic about whether it notifies people on new videos or not. So if you hit that bell icon, you should be notified. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.